Hi, Russell Stutely here, world leader pressure point fighting, national boxing coach for Cambodia, martial arts hall of fame, combat hall of fame, 7th Dan Karate Jutsu, 6th Dan Shotokan, and a whole host of other qualifications as well. But let's not worry about all that. Let me give you a little bit of background about how this new DVD set came about. Kata Unleashed, street smart bunkai for real self-defense. Okay, let's go right back in time to the mid-90s through to late 90s and early 2000s. I was pretty well known in the UK, Europe, and also the States for doing kata bunkai, pressure point kata bunkai, all that kind of stuff. Now, what happened was that one Friday I had a phone call from one of the magazines who said to me, we need to see kata bunkai for all the katas from white belt to black belt in traditional karate, Shotokan, Wado, etc. I said, wow, okay. I said, when? And they said, oh, we need it by Monday, Tuesday at the latest. Okay, so phone calls round, we all got together, and over the weekend and everything, we filmed it all, giving some introductory bunkai for all the moves in all of those katas. The heians, pinans, tekis, nahanchis, basai, pasai. Sent it off to the magazine. He got it, phoned me up, said, what are you doing sending me all this stuff? I said, you asked for kata bunkai for every move in every kata. He said, no, I just meant a couple of moves in a couple of the katas, just to see what you were doing. Let me get back to you. So, a couple of days goes by, get a phone call back, this stuff's insane. We've never seen anything like it. We want to give you free space in the magazine. And that's how it all started for me. I got double page spreads in most of the magazines, regular articles and all that, free adverts, everything. And things took off. I was doing seminars all over the UK, into Europe, and also into America on kata bunkai and pressure points, obviously. And it was during this period that I realized that there was so much rubbish out there when it came to kata bunkai, and so many traditional martial artists were being shown some ridiculous things that just had no chance of working in a real fight. And even though we were showing very elementary introductory bunkai, if you like, it was still miles in front of anything and everything else that was out there. And along this sort of time as well, I was getting much more involved in the combat sports side and also police training and other types of security training and things like that, which I preferred. So I started to leave behind that because people like John Burke, who I really rate, were understanding what I meant about kata bunkai and extrapolating it out for themselves. Unfortunately, a lot of the other so-called masters of bunkai out there who took my material, made books and DVDs themselves from it, basically just copied the same stuff, were unable to extrapolate it out. And in the early 2000s, myself and John Burke, I put out a DVD showing you how to understand the kata for yourself, and then how to extrapolate that out and be able to work out any move from any kata in any system. And a few masters were writing to me saying, you can't say that, you're Shotokan, I'm Wado, I'm Shirin-Ryu, I'm this, I'm that. And they all got all upset because they couldn't figure out what other systems' moves meant, but they thought they knew what their system meant. And it was all very, very strange and very, very cultish, as I'm sure you probably know and you're probably aware. So after that, I just carried on with the combat sports side and the self-defense side, the military, security, police, and so on and so forth. And then over the last year or so, I've been drawn back. Once you're out, you think you're out and they just pull you back in, don't they? I've been drawn back towards the traditional side of things to have a look. There's various friends in that area have asked me to check things out. And unfortunately, I still see the same old bunkai and the same old crap that we put to bed in the mid and late 90s. And I'm seeing masters putting out, blocking, punching, and saying that there's only one bit of bunkai and a kata and it's this bit, and that's blocking a kick and all this sort of stuff. And saying this kata is for this type of move and this kata is for that type of move, and in this one there's somebody behind you and you do something because they're behind you. No. No. They're all doing it wrong. So this is here. It's my last ditch attempt to get you lot to understand how to work it out for yourselves. All right? Once you've got this information on board, you'll be able to work out any move, any kata, any system, and see how it works in a real fight. I'm talking about a real fight out there on a Saturday night when somebody's trying to take your head off. I'm not talking about somebody going, Gakuzuki, Jodanuki, and all this sort of stuff. No, I'm talking about real fight. Somebody really wanted to get you. Somebody's grabbed hold of you, trying to rip you apart, making it work against that. Now, once you understand the principles and concepts that are in there, you will see all of your moves starting to be there, and you'll see how they fit together. And it's not how the kata does it in a sequence. That's another huge mistake that people make. This information will transform your martial arts. Now, if you're a sensei, you've got your own club, you've got to get this because you should be teaching your students this. If you're a student, within a few hours of learning this material, you will surpass your sensei. And that can be a problem, but I've detailed below how to get around that. This information is truly going to change your life forever in the traditional martial arts. And it doesn't matter what system you're in, what style that you're doing. This information will work for you. Any kata, any pattern, any form, any style. It does not matter. The information will still work for you. You're going to get some incredible bonuses. Going to get an insane price reduction, $300 off. So it's just ridiculous. Just that alone, you should buy it straight away. But what we're thrown in is my old kata tapes, the ones that the supposed masters that are around today either got free when they hosted a seminar with me or purchased. The ones that the supposed masters built their reputations on, you can have all of those. They're a bit grainy, they're old VHS stuff, they're nearly 30 years old. You can have all of those. The Kata Bunkai made easy, giving you how to extrapolate it out. You can have that as well. We've got a full streaming service for you as well, so that after purchase, if you want to watch it as a streaming service, you can. You can download it, whatever you want. You can get the hard discs as well. We've also thrown in for you a free webinar just for you guys, just for you customers. And that's where you can come online free of charge on the webinar, and any other questions you may have in a few weeks' time, we'll get them answered for you live online. So if you're worried about what could this be, what could that be, what's that move for, all that sort of stuff, just ask it live or write in before, and the answer will be ready and waiting for you. So, what next? Simple as this. Have a read through if you want to. If you know me, you'll just press that button and get started. If you don't know me, have a read through, see what other people have to say about me. Then press the buy button. You can either have hard disk, DVD delivered to your door with free international shipping wherever you are in the world, and you get all the downloads and stuff like that anyway, or just get the digital version. The choice, as they say, is yours. Anyway, get yourself sorted, get the button pressed, and I look forward to welcoming you to the Kata Unleashed family.